listening to the Reckless Takes Podcast, covering sports, lifestyle, and nearly everything in between. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's time to get reckless.
Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by freezersports.com. Whether you are a new or experienced sports gambler, if you have not used a consultant site, you are missing out. Freezersports.com utilizes advanced machine learning technology to predict sporting events and find you value lines. Visit the website today, that's freezersports.com, to view their predictions from their NHL, NBA, and MLB models, all for free. Yes, for free. Freezersports.com. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new episode of the Reckless Takes Podcast. My name is Kyle. I am a co-host, and I am here with my co-host,
Randy. Oh, shit.
Go ahead. You're eager to come in. Go ahead.
Randy, a.k.a. the Ghibli King, coming back at y'all with another one. Missed y'all so much. Been too long.
Damn, you couldn't even wait to get in on your intro. Jesus Christ. It's been a while, dude. It's been like 2 fucking weeks.
I know. Thank you. Thank you for making me wait.
It's mostly my fault. Last week, we missed a week, and then we were finally going to record, and then I had a nasty, I don't know if it was a cold or what the fuck, but I couldn't stop sneezing and coughing and spitting up all kinds of shit, so we skipped second week. What you been up to, dog?
Working, playing Madden, watching some basketball, watching a little bit of baseball. My Red Sox got their ass whooped yesterday. I was sad. Started a little diet. My stomach's been hurting. Yeah.
Wait, how's the diet going? Are you sticking to it?
I'm gonna be honest. Be honest right now. Beans and rice. I'm not just doing beans and rice. I added a little bit of tuna and fish to it.
That's not bad.
My stomach was really fucking up, bro. I couldn't do it.
The rice and beans only was fucking you up?
Like, it was fucking me up.
You already see a difference though?
Yeah, I've already dropped 5 pounds. Ain't nothing light though,
That's what's up. I'm on that fucking Cane's and Whataburger diet right now.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to fit into
I need to fix something up.
Thanks, bro. We only got a few weeks to the fitting. You all right there, buddy?
It's true. July 4th, right?
Yeah, sad days for you, bro.
Oh shit.
Just to let y'all know, Kyle's mad at me. I know
Why's
he's
that?
a little salty with me.
Why is that?
He's not walking with his fiance at the wedding.
Bro, I didn't forget about that shit. I was mad at you last night. It seems like you're just being petty, but whatever.
No, I'm just being a dick for making you wait 2 weeks to record again.
Okay. But when it's just wait for when it's my wedding, I'm gonna pair Marissa with like my hottest friend. Just so you know.
Okay. As long as I'm paired with Brianna's hottest fan, that's all that matters.
You won't be. I'll make sure. I'm gonna find her ugliest friend, and you're gonna have to do like a choreographed dance with her and the entire
Hey, that's
night.
okay. Hey, that's okay. I'll make sure I don't wear deodorant that day.
Oh shit, you still hear my fucked up cough. Oh damn.
Oh yeah, COVID hit you hard, huh?
Gosh. I want to play Madden after this. Can we play Madden after this?
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Sure,
okay.
sir.
Dude, okay, so let's talk. First of all, we need to call ourselves out because our predictions fucking sucked for the first round.
No, time out. My fucking predictions fucking suck. Just want to
Mine
let
were
y'all
pretty
know.
bad too. I thought I did really well, and I went back and listened, and I didn't go with my gut on a couple of them, and I fucking paid for it because I look stupid as hell now. So okay, let me look up the bracket here so we can go one by one. The Sixers and the Wizards series, that one I got. You missed on that one. The Atlanta and Knicks, we both picked the Knicks in 7.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I should have gone with the Hawks. I love Trae Young. I couldn't fucking do it.
I thought Julius Randle would be better, but
yeah,
should have been.
No shit, me too. Bucks and Heat. I got that one. You took the Heat on that one. That one was easily the craziest, like most unexpected turn of events.
Yeah,
of the playoffs probably. We both got the Nets, obviously. Utah and Memphis. I went with Utah only because I had a feeling that Mitchell was going to come back. The Clippers and Mavericks, dude, I swore I picked the Clippers but I got talked into the Mavericks because that first game was so dominating, and we
Oh
recorded
yeah.
after that first game. So I
And
think we
then
both.
if you watch the second game, then you would still think the
That's
Mavericks would have
true.
won.
That's true. We both went Mavericks in 6 or 7, I think.
Yeah.
Denver, Portland. That one was that was your baby right there. I know that one hurt.
Hurt me.
Um,
It hurt me.
I fucking picked Portland too. I thought I picked Denver.
I thought you picked Denver too.
I picked Portland in 6, like a fucking jackass.
Oh.
And then you got Phoenix. I didn't get Phoenix.
What did I say? Did I say Phoenix in 5? I know I
said Phoenix in
5.
6, I think.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I said Phoenix in 5, and then y'all were like, "Oh, that's so stupid."
I said Lakers in 6. Which I honestly, if AD hadn't gone down, I would still stand by that. But so I think you went 2 for 8. I think I went 4 for 8, which still in the first round is 4 for 8 is fucking unacceptable. Like you're supposed to be able to cast better than that in the first round.
Sad days.
I mean, I guess we can kind of like predict what we think is going to happen here for the next few series.
I got the craziest prediction.
Oh shit!
Suns
okay,
in 4.
is it crazy?
Suns in 4, baby. Suns in 4.
Do you wait? So Suns in 4 for the next series?
No, this series.
Okay, well yeah, you got that one.
Yes,
okay, so there's a game happening as we speak. It is
right
the
now.
Sixers and Hawks. It is 40-35. 76ers are up. This is game 4, and Philadelphia currently leads 2-1. So can we just count this as the Sixers win, or are you holding back on that?
Let me look at the stats because I was not watching it. I thought this game started. I didn't even know it was 7, to be honest.
I'm really excited for tonight's game. This series has been kind of underwhelming because it feels like the 76ers are trying to catch up on their health and all that.
I don't know if I can say this is a win yet. It just really depends. Is Trae Young gonna come out the second half? And
he's struggling right now.
Yeah, right now he is. He only has 8 points. Unfortunately, he's not even leading the team with scoring right now in this game. Man, is Embiid's back, right?
He is. So Embiid, I thought he missed game 1. I was not following game 1. He apparently played all of game 1, and because I watched game 2, and I was like, I wonder how he's going to be coming back. And then they showed his game 1 stats, and apparently he played. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm not following this series closely enough.
Tobias Harris is going off, so that's a plus.
So I think that the 76ers are going to win out. I love Trae Young. What's up? You need to pause? All right, we can pause. We're going to pause real quick. Come right back. All right, we are back. We had a little technical difficulties there with Randy's Zoom.
Sorry.
So, okay, as I was saying, my prediction here is I think the 76ers are going to win out. Like I said so much in our last episode, I love Trae Young. I think Trae Young dominated in that Knicks series, obviously. But when it comes down to it, the 76ers, they have too much to throw at them. That first game, I think, was a little bit of an anomaly, and it was some really bad decision-making from the 76ers staff, having Danny Green try to guard Trae Young at full court. That's just not what Danny Green is anymore. And, barely ever was. So, like, that was a huge mistake. And, putting Simmons and putting Thibault as a mixture on Trae Young has worked out a lot better. So, I think the 76ers probably win out for this series. What do you think?
Me too, man. I would love to see Trae Young win it, but Sixers, as long as they stay healthy the rest of the series with Ben Simmons and Embiid, and Tobias keeps having these games, Sixers are going to win it. I'm not really seeing anybody else but Trae Young really play consistently. Obviously, he's not playing consistently right now on the team.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I after game 1, I was like, oh, this could be a 4-1 thing with the Hawks winning. But I've turned it around, especially at this game right now. Let me check the score again.
53-38. 76ers are starting to run away with it just a little bit.
Gosh. And Tobias is killing it.
Yeah, dude, Tobias, I think he's really making a case for himself as to be more than like a third fiddle going forward.
Yeah. The Hawks just don't have enough.
Yeah. Bogdanovich has played well.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm sorry, but Kevin Herter and John Collins aren't just going to cut it against probably the second or third best defense in the NBA.
Even though that everybody thought John Collins was like the next huge thing and he was gonna be a breakout star. And
Yeah, I think that Trae Young's emergence kind of really fucked him, to be honest.
yeah,
Because Trae Young, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to side with you, John Collins, because John Collins apparently has this thing about he doesn't like the way that Trae Young distributes and all this. But if we're going to talk about basketball IQ, Trae Young is up there with the highest in the league.
oh yeah,
I don't think if John Collins isn't getting the ball, there's a reason. He's not making the right plays. Yeah, he's not making the right plays. Trae Young reminds me a lot of Steve Nash back in the Phoenix days with his distribution, and Amari Stoudemire always found a way to get the ball because he too had a really high basketball IQ. And so John Collins needs to either get with the shit or I'm sorry, you're not going to get the ball.
I mean, I feel like Trae Young, it's like a little Dallas Mavericks situation with Luka.
Mm-hmm.
They both are stars.
Yeah.
But they just don't have enough help.
Yeah.
Porzingis is absolutely dog shit. I hope they trade him. Holy shit, Porzingis sucks.
Yeah, who knows what the fuck. So let's talk about that series then. That was kind of a mind fuck. And the Clippers are looking to do the same exact thing in this series as they did last. They go down 0-2, and it looks like they're just defeated and nothing's clicking. And Paul George and Kawhi are both giving them 30, but they're still losing. What else can you do? And they fucking completely flipped it on its head.
Yep.
And they basically just said Luka's gonna score, but at the end of the day, as long as we can contain everyone else, we're fine.
Which they did. Which they freaking did. I was watching. They went to 7, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching Game 7, and it was on the Mavericks side. It's just Luka.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing the best defense. He's playing the best offense. He's hustling the most, even though he's fat as hell. Gosh. And then a report just came out today. Dallas is worried that Luka doesn't want to be there long term. And if I'm Luka, I wouldn't want to be there long term either.
Unless they can bring in someone better than Porzingis this offseason.
Shit, they need to go ahead and trade up for somebody.
I want him to be the next Dirk and just be there, forever.
Yeah, but it's a different era from what Dirk was in.
Yeah,
and then Luka's a fucking crybaby too.
I don't even know who would want Porzingis.
Nobody.
It would need to be somewhere where he's not a championship asset right now, and he's not someone that you want rebuilding. So it would have to be a medium contending team, a playoff contending team with some money. The only team that really comes to mind, because you want someone that wants to make the playoffs but knows they're not going to win the championship yet, maybe the Hornets. Because we'll think about it now. Their centers are fucking Bismack Biyombo and I forget some other big ass white center they have clogging up the paint. And so it's put Porzingis in there and just spread the floor out.
Shit, Porzingis ain't too much better. Porzingis is absolutely donkey shit. He's soft as hell too. He's so soft.
He is.
You fucking touch him, he's hurt, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, fuck, man. Whoever paid him, who paid him? Was it the Knicks or Dallas that paid him all that money?
The Dallas did. The Knicks traded him, I think, right before his contract hit.
What a bunch of dumb fucks.
Well, it's because before his surgery, dude, his ceiling looked so high. He looked like an all-time freaking center. And the thing is, when you're that big and you move like he does, your body just can't keep up.
Hey, Giannis does it.
Yeah, but Giannis is a different kind of 7 foot. Giannis was fucking. His legs are this thick, dude. It's insane. Giannis has built all this muscle to protect his bone.
Bro, this dude was made out of Greeks. The Greek
Giannis
gods,
is
man.
Fucking amazing. Watching him move like he does, and it doesn't look because there's guys like Porzingis and Boban, and you go back to Yao Ming and Manute Bol, and the guys that are that tall just can't fucking move right. It looks so awkward and uncoordinated, and you can tell the only reason they're there is because of their height.
Because they're tall.
But Giannis,
not fucking
Giannis, he's so as much as his shot is a problem, he's still ridiculously skilled. And
he's not faster than me, but
okay. Line him up in the slot, see what fucking happens.
Oh, he's fucking fast, dude. Giannis, Like I said at the beginning of the playoffs, I needed Giannis, Embiid, and Simmons to prove me wrong, and right now they're doing that.
Yeah.
Like I'm really impressed with Embiid this postseason. I'm really impressed with Giannis, even though his free throws suck, man. That's what he needs
to
to
hit
work
a
on this
fucking free
offseason.
throw really bad.
Holy shit. If this was like back in the day, like when DeAndre Jordan was getting fucking hacked like for 60 seconds or 60 minutes straight, god damn, Bucks wouldn't do shit.
What maybe you have like different fucking thoughts on this than me because I've never understood it. So like Shaq, for example, Shaq is a top 5 like most dominant player, maybe top 3 as far as dominance in NBA history, but he can't hit a free throw. And so it's like you're getting paid $30 million a year, you're dominant. Why don't you work more on free throws? Is it just trying to like balance your time and put your time in other places? Or like, why the fuck don't you just get better at free throws? Why can I shoot a free throw better than Shaquille O'Neal?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was literally about to say. Like, free throws are not hard. I've hit a free throw in AT&T Center, where the Spurs play. I've hit a free throw there. It's not hard.
It's fucking not. And so why don't I understand why they're not better at it.
It doesn't make like it's all the big guys. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking rattle your ball sack every day. Gosh damn, your balls are probably as big as the basketball.
And pause.
It's just like, to me, it's like if you're like a star and you're not making free throws, to me, it's not something where I'm like, I'm not going to sign you, but I'm not going to pay you as much as you want if you can't fucking make a free throw.
Yeah. And the Bucks didn't have a fucking choice, but if you're anyone else, you'd probably consider that. But it's just like, like you're great in the regular season, but in the playoffs, free throws matter so much. It's so important. And those 5 points that you're missing out on going 5 of 10, like, can come back and really bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
So this Jazz and Clippers series, they're gonna play tonight, game 3 at 9:00. Sorry, game 4 at 9:00.
It's 2-1 still?
Yeah, Utah leads 2-1. Clippers are on pace, they're favored. So they're on pace to come back and tie it 2-2, just like they did last series. Do you think that's gonna happen?
Yes.
Has Paul George proven you wrong, or are you still not buying into it?
First series, he still played like shit to me. Like, he played okay, but like not like playoff where you got to do it. But this series, last game especially, man, if he does it again this game, I'm like, okay. And if they go out and win this series, even though the Utah Jazz, like, they're like the last 3-minute defenses playoffs have been fucking insane. But if Kawhi and Paul George just click and the role players click, the bench clicks, to me right now, especially with the injuries, we'll talk about the injuries with the Nets later, but Clippers are a favorite for me to win the championship.
Yeah. And I think I told you
even though I want to see the Suns win it. We'll talk about that later too, but fuck.
I think I already talked to you about it, but it's just so weird to say because the Clippers are struggling to get out of each round, but I still think that they're the best chance to beat one of the East teams in the finals. Just because it's like when it comes down to it in the finals, it's talent. It's like star power. And no one else has a better 1-2 punch than Chris Paul and Booker are great, and Gobert and Mitchell are great, but I'd probably still take Kawhi and Paul George over them as of right now.
Just because Gobert is just consistent. Chris Paul can't stay healthy. Thank God he stayed healthy this long. I think it's not. I'm not worried about Kawhi at all. No one should be worried about Kawhi.
Fuck no.
It's really Paul George. Can Paul George get out of the funk of and then shut everybody up? Because everybody's saying it. It's not just me and you. Everybody's saying playoff George is real. So Paul George needs to come out the rest of the series and the rest of the playoffs all the way to the finals and prove everybody wrong, especially if they end up going against the Nets. If Kawhi and Paul George can beat the Nets, fuck. We might be talking about Kawhi being the new GOAT.
He at the very least, he'd be in the discussion of he'd probably be the best player in the league. I think he would start getting that talk.
Yeah,
if that happened, and then
it's crazy that he's not even up there. Like, some people don't even put him in their top 5, which blows my fucking mind.
That's outrageous. So what's your prediction that happens here for the rest of the series? So right now it's 2-1 Jazz. What are you going to call it?
Damn, it's so hard to predict right now because I really want to see what's going to happen tonight.
I know. That's like the trouble. That's the hard part. Because if they win tonight, I'm picking Clippers easily.
Exactly.
Right now I have to think about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna, man, like 50% of me is saying Jazz because if their defense is really good, like it's been, fuck. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Clippers in 7.
Yeah,
I
I'm going
think.
Clip. That's exactly what I'm doing. Because I see the Clippers winning tonight, making it 2-2, but I don't think that they'd win out.
Yeah.
I think the Jazz would at least pull off one more. So I'm gonna say Clippers in 7 as well. And they'd have to win it in Utah, which would be fucking
Which,
tough.
yeah, but I mean, I would give it to them in Utah. Didn't they win in Dallas? Oh no, it was in LA. It was in LA.
Yeah.
But I think they can win at 7. I
Yeah,
think,
that's what I
especially
would
with
say as
Kawhi,
well.
to me, Kawhi Leonard is a player that doesn't get phased where the fuck he plays.
Yeah.
He can be in a stadium full of million people that are all rooting against him, and Kawhi Leonard's still going to be dominant. This is like, I hate that people just think that Kawhi Leonard's not a top 5 player. You go back when they played the Spurs, when the Heat played the Spurs, and Kawhi came in and LeBron was all scared and shit.
I loved it.
Like,
God, I miss Kawhi so fucking much. It hurts me so fucking much.
and what's crazy is a lot of people are like, it's like more reports are coming out that he may not be in LA next year as a Clipper.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't know if I buy it because I mean the difference is like with San Antonio and Toronto is like he was unhappy there and he moved on because they weren't like doing whatever for him, but he picked LA, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't pick either of those places. He picked LA, and like
If
he
they end up,
fucking loves
yeah,
California so much.
if they lose in the playoffs and it's because Paul George plays like shit, if they do not like tell him like we're getting rid of Paul George,
Yeah, he'd be more
I
likely
think
to say that, I think.
yeah, I think he'll leave if they don't get rid of Paul George somehow. But to me, I mean, Kawhi Leonard doesn't even really need a star. His Raptors team didn't really have like superstars.
Yeah. Well, what if they bring Lowry into the Clippers and him and Lowry just fucking running back together?
Shit, Lowry and DeMar DeRozan.
Fuck, dude. I think that would be the funniest thing ever is if you get the guy that like DeMar and Kawhi got traded for each other and fucking team them up. That would be hilarious. I think DeMar low key hates Kawhi.
Yeah, maybe, but I think that DeMar is definitely going to LA unless y'all offer him like a super max, which I
I
fucking
think he
hope y'all
fucking
don't.
stays. I don't think anyone else wants to pay him.
Somebody will pay him. If like, shit, man.
If I had to guess the most likely outcome, I would say like the Spurs signed him to a 2-year, $50 million.
I think if he really wants to win a championship, because he's not doing that shit on his own.
No.
He's not that he don't got that dog in him. I think he goes to LA Lakers or LA Clippers or the Nets.
I just like as someone who watches DeMar DeRozan on a nightly basis, I can't imagine LeBron being like, "That's who I want to play with." You know,
you never know. Like let's talk about like Blake Griffin, who played like shit the last 2 years with the Pistons, and now he's with the Nets, and he's kind of like he's not killing it, but he's playing.
Yeah, he's who, dude. I love that Blake Griffin's assumed the role of like the hustle guy.
I love Blake Griffin.
He's the irritator now.
Yeah. And we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that series because man, I got a lot to say about that shit.
Let's finish up with the West and talk about what happened with Phoenix and Denver. So I feel like this is the ass whooping that we all knew was going to happen, but we didn't want to admit was going to happen because we have so much respect for Jokic.
I've seen a lot of players, like not a lot of players. I've seen like a lot of like talk shows, like with Shannon Sharp and all them. They're kind of dogging on Jokic a little bit. A lot of people are dogging him because they're like, if you're a superstar, you're an MVP, you can't win at least one game. And I'm not
what fucking happens every time is like, and I do it too. It's like someone wins MVP and then something happens in the playoff and you're like raving about them all season. And then it goes to the playoffs and they lose. And you're like, well, what the fuck? You were MVP. And it's like, well, look, MVP was a regular season award.
Yeah.
And like, did we really expect Jokic to win in this series? Like even a game, like, dude, he doesn't have his best player.
Exactly. And then I'm gonna be honest, this was the one series I did not give a fuck about. I knew the Suns were gonna
goddamn boring.
I knew that. I think I watched game one and I was like, oh, fuck this shit, man.
Yeah.
I already knew that the Suns were gonna win. I'm rooting for Devin Booker. I'm rooting for Chris Paul because I'm a big Chris Paul fan. DeAndre Ayton has showed out. They look great, actually. They look like a full team. Like
it was dominant.
Yeah, they like dominated the fuck out of them. And Jokic got ejected. Game 4, which I don't understand why they ejected him. Like, fuck, let him play. How did MPJ play?
He was good. No, he wasn't good. He was okay. His back was clearly bothering him. Every game, his back problems continue. I really hope that he can get over this chronic shit. He was warming up every game with a heating pad on his back. And
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, that's not good, bro. You're like 23 years old. You know, you don't want to see a heating pad on his back already. He's so goddamn talented.
That's why I'm not high on him, because I just know that the injuries are gonna fuck him.
I bought 3 of his fucking rookie cards, so he better pick the shit up next year because I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
I hope it's not a 1 year, like a little 1 year thing.
Yeah, me too.
Jamal Murray comes back.
On the bright side, for someone who's investing in MPJ cards, Murray's not gonna be ready until at least next March.
Yeah,
and so you have a whole season of him being the number 2 guy, assuming they don't bring anyone else in.
I mean, the good thing, it's going back to normal. They don't start again until October.
Yeah. So he'll have plenty of time to rest up. Okay, so let's talk. I think the last series we have to talk about is Milwaukee and Brooklyn, which is by far the most interesting series.
Now it is.
These games can't come fast enough for me. So Brooklyn goes out to a thunderous 2-0 lead. It looks, even without Harden, you're like, they don't need Harden to win this series.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, game 3 was kind of a weird one. It felt like the Nets kind of gave it away. Joe Harris went 1 for 11 from 3,
which is very rare.
Yeah, so there was just a lot of weird shooting stuff, and Kevin Durant kind of struggled, and
low scoring game too.
Yeah, it was a really ugly game, and Drew Holiday had a fucking highlight play to win the game, and that was awesome and all, but that one was weird. It still felt like it was going to be a 4-1 series.
And none of the superstars took the game-winning shot, which is stupid as fuck.
Bruce Brown took 2 consecutive game-winning shots in that game, and I couldn't believe it.
He would have been a healthy scratch for me game 4. I don't give a shit.
Couldn't fucking believe it. And I'm looking at Kevin Durant walking back down the court after the second one, and he's like, did that really just fucking happen? And yeah, that blew my mind. And then game 4, the Nets are up 35-24, and there's a swing where Drew Holiday, I think, got fouled and made a 4-point play. Kyrie Irving gets hurt during this run, and then things just were fucking over.
Yeah. You can also, going back to game 3, you can definitely tell that Giannis had something to prove. He came out on fire. He came out with a lot of dog in him, which gained a little respect for me, because, like, for me, I think Giannis, his game just doesn't win you championships the way he plays.
Yeah.
But he's been proving it to me. And fuck, man, if Kyrie's out for game 5, James Harden's out for game 5, who the fuck knows what's going on with James Harden? They haven't even came out and said officially what's going on with Kyrie. Kevin Durant can't do it alone.
No.
I like, there's a reason Kevin Durant has been going to super teams. There's a reason Kevin Durant has done it. He's not LeBron James. As much as everybody wants to try to say Kevin Durant is a better player than LeBron, he will never, ever, ever, ever in his career be able to do what LeBron does. Ever. Like, ever. I don't give a fuck, ever.
I would love for Kevin Durant to come out and prove me wrong.
Oh, I hope. I fucking hope. I hope. Because Kevin Durant is a great player with other players. He can't do it alone. Fuck no. He's going to get it. This is pretty much like what happened last year with the Warriors. He got hurt. The Warriors weren't as good. Now he's going to feel how it was like when he got hurt.
Dude, so I don't know. I kind of feel like Kevin Durant, so I think that what's going to happen is Kevin Durant's going to, that game was such a whirlwind. All of a sudden, the entire game is on him. And PJ Tucker, by the way, doing a phenomenal job of guarding him.
Great. Yep.
When he got traded for in the regular season, it was like, why did y'all give up a second round pick for him again? And it's like, oh, okay, this is why. He's not a regular season player. They knew when they picked him up, he was there to guard Kevin Durant. And
he's done that against Kevin Durant multiple times with the Rockets.
And he's just locking his shit up. Kevin Durant is not getting any open looks. He's taking really tough 3-pointers. He went 1 for 8 last game from 3. But that being said, I think Kevin Durant Kevin Durant is he gets flustered.
Yeah.
Pretty often. I think that Kevin Durant got caught up in the game. And I think that he's going to come out next game with a plan. And I think that when it comes down to it, if Kevin Durant wants to score on PJ Tucker, he will.
Oh yeah.
I'm predicting, Kevin Durant goes for 30, 35 points. I think Mike James is gonna fucking go nuts because he's obviously been wanting to play like himself, which is just like an offensive fucking slasher, but with Kyrie in there, you can't really justify it. So I think Mike James, who was playing in like Europe like a month ago, comes in and fucking dominates and scores like 20. I think Blake Griffin's gonna be continue to be an asshole all game.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Am I gonna take the Bucks? No. Or am I gonna take the Nets? No. But like I definitely see a path for the Nets to win. And they're at home, so that helps. Just
Yeah. I
fucking
mean,
foul Giannis all game.
if Harden comes back, which it's such like a mystery what the hell's going on with Harden.
I think they'll save him for game 6 if they need him.
I think Bucks win this next game. I think Kevin Durant will probably have 30. But like looking at the stats from last game, like the whole team, there's only one other player in double digits, which was Kyrie, and no one else was in double digits, which that's like, what the hell? Joe Harris had 38 minutes, only 8 points. Blake, 25 minutes, only 8 points. And then the bench is a bunch of guys like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
But then you go look over at the Bucks, and pretty much all their starters are in double digits. Forbes has 10 points on the bench. I don't know, man.
So I think that they'll save Harden until elimination, and they'll, if they can win in 6, then great. Like they'll just keep him on ice. But I think that if they win tomorrow, they'll save him until game 7. If they lose tomorrow, he'll play game 6. So I mean, we'll see though. I would hate as much as I commend the Bucks for what they're doing. I would hate to see this Nets team to go down like this.
Yeah.
After putting together this super team,
especially after last season, both your stars were hurt pretty much the whole season.
Yeah. We just watched them on the bench all year, and we are just like, it's going to be worth it next year. And to see it happen like this,
if the Nets win tomorrow's game, I'm choosing the Bucks to win in 6. But if the Nets win tomorrow, my mind will probably change. If Kevin Durant could come out here and score 30, if he comes out here and scores 50, he's going to have to do a lot tomorrow, defensively and offensively. I'm going to need to see Blake Griffin probably get 15. Joe Harris is probably going to have to knock down like 6 threes. Does DeAndre Jordan still on this shitty team?
He doesn't fucking play anymore. He's literally just there to be Kevin Durant and Kyrie's friend. Like he was literally just signed because he could be. I don't think he's played this series. He was the only he was the only healthy scratch last game. You want to hear something fucking crazy? DeAndre Jordan has not played since May 8th. He has not played in well over a month.
What's crazy is he used to be like a dominant ass center.
Absolutely dominant. Yeah. At the end of the day, like Claxton is just a better player at this point.
And I would love to see Claxton have a huge game next game. But man, I just like looking at the Bucks team going against now the Nets team with these injuries. They are a better team. For me, the Nets are Kevin Durant and a bunch of guys that used to be good.
I'm going to say something pretty crazy, though. I think I'm going to say Nets in 6. And that's not because I think that they're the better team as it is. I just think that tomorrow's going to be a fucking crazy game. And I think that the Bucks are going to get caught up in thinking they're supposed to win. And they're going to do Bucks things. And then I think game 7, Harden will play. Or Kyrie. And I think game 7 they'll win game 6. I'm sorry. Game 6, I think Harden or Kyrie will play. And they'll win off that.
With Kyrie, I just don't know. It's like he's such a baby, man. Like
they said ankle sprain. They didn't specify what kind of ankle sprain. So I guess and Nash with the obviously like intentionally vague comment of I have no idea what's gonna happen with Kyrie.
Yeah.
So
I mean, who knows? Who honestly knows if he's gonna come back? And like, I wouldn't be surprised if, say, they win this series and then it comes out Kyrie's out the remainder of the season.
That would be fucking demoralizing.
And to me, if that happens or like some drama happens where Kyrie's just like, I'm not ready, it's time for Kyrie to leave the Nets. Like after the season, like go ahead and trade him. You're gonna be able to get something not something crazy because obviously teams are going to be scared that he's going to leave or not be here because of religious things or
Yeah.
he wants to fucking fast and lose weight or who knows what the hell he's doing. But I think Harden, KD, and maybe Westbrook come back.
Fucking dude, can you imagine? Man, they would. I think every fucking game would be on national television. I think every fucking game would be on national television. But Kevin Durant does not want to fucking play with Westbrook.
But that
Kevin
would be
Durant,
some shit.
Kevin Durant moved halfway across the fucking country to not have to play with Westbrook anymore.
Damn, like I like fuck.
That would be.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I'd want that just for the television though.
yeah, that would. I think they would win a championship. Like come back, show like prove everybody
They probably
that what y'all
would.
had was real.
They
I
probably-
think they would because
I think as with how good Harden and KD are, I think even Westbrook couldn't stop them from winning a championship. As much as I hate watching.
And what's
fucking
weird is
Westbrook.
like James Harden had never been hurt in his career. He's never really had to sit out because of injury, and now his hamstrings tweaked or some
all
shit.
the fucking time.
Like who knows what the hell's going on with Harden? And that's my favorite player of all time. Like I think he's better than LeBron James. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that. I'm not that reckless.
It took me like 3 seconds to process that statement. So let me ask you this: is this like the most boring playoff series you can remember?
Yes.
The most boring playoffs you can remember?
And I just don't know if it's because the Rockets aren't in it, my team's not in it,
Yeah,
or is it because we don't have Steph or LeBron
it's
or
all three of those for me. To me, it's four things. The Spurs aren't in it, which is becoming a theme. LeBron isn't in it. Steph Curry isn't in it, and everyone seems to get fucking injured now. Like the Nets are injured. Luka was getting all beat up. Chris Paul was getting all beat up. LeBron got beat up. Embiid got beat up.
AD.
Yeah, it's just like everyone's fucking hurt because this season has been so like from hell. I think this is like a super boring playoffs.
And like every team in the playoffs right that are left haven't won a championship since like 1970 or 1980 something. It's like
yeah, it's just a bunch of cursed teams. Like the 76ers were the laughing stock forever. The Clippers are known for being fuck ups. The Jazz haven't won in God knows how long. Even with those great Jazz teams, they never won.
Yeah.
The Suns I couldn't tell you last time they won. The Bucks are like the joke of like the last 5 years of the playoffs. It's just fucking crazy. And what's insane is you look at this lineup of teams and someone has to be the champion.
Yeah.
Right. And like other than the Nets, no one makes sense, really.
I mean, I would love to see the Suns win it. Like to me, that's a team.
It's just gonna be crazy to see NBA champion Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I mean, whoever wins it this year is gonna be weird because you haven't seen that name besides the Nets, I guess, because they have that whole super team.
Yeah.
I think the one team.
Can you imagine like NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks? Because that's fucking crazy. I thought the Raptors was weird. The Milwaukee Bucks is gonna be fucking weird if that happened.
So I mean, it would be weird, but it would be definitely great.
There's gonna be like 16 people at the fucking parade because that's their whole city.
I'll be there.
Like,
I'll be there. I'll be there that day.
Actually, I bet Milwaukee's a pretty highly populated city.
Probably. They probably have so many fans. But like I would love
how many people would you bet live in Milwaukee?
I'll say quarter of a mil. No, probably 1 million.
You think 1 million? It's 600,000.
God damn.
It's not
that's
and that, to be fair, that was 2 years ago. What percentage of Milwaukee do you think is black?
Probably 50%.
You're close. It's 40. You're close. I don't know. That was the stat right under the population. So let's just play a fucking Milwaukee quiz.
Play Milwaukee quiz.
This playoff sucks, dude.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. I mean,
I keep having to make myself watch the games.
If you had to choose, like, what two teams you would love to see in the finals, don't like taking consideration of like KD, Kyrie, and all them. Who would you love out of the teams remaining to be in the finals?
If everyone could be healthy?
Yeah, I guess.
Clippers and Nets. Easily.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Suns, but I think that's going to make for a more boring series, honestly. I'm sorry, the Suns. Did I say the Suns? I think I said.
You say, yeah. I guess I'd say
you're probably Suns and Nets, right?
I'm gonna take consideration that injuries are still here. I guess Suns and Bucks.
That would
but
be weird, but it'd
it
be
would be.
interesting.
I think it would be a good series. I think that could be a series that goes to 7.
Who the fuck guards Giannis?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Ayton?
thinking about. 8, I guess. But who's
Jesus.
guarding Devin Booker? I guess PJ could.
Probably more like Middleton. Just I think Booker's too fast for PJ.
Maybe, yeah. Like and how like thinking about the Bucks like roster, they're kind of like their own like little super team. Like if you think about it, like
They really are.
Middleton, you got Drew Holiday, you got Giannis. It's like
Yeah, you got your semi big three, and then you
yeah,
got like your feisty guys like PJ
yeah.
and Connaughton. So yeah, they're like their own little isolated super team. I agree.
Is DJ Wilson still on that team? He's a
He
freaking
is not. I think he got traded to. I think he was in the PJ Tucker trade. Isn't he
nah.
on the
Oh,
fucking Rockets now?
I think we cut him. I remember him being in the trade, but I think we cut him.
Yeah,
You
potential.
know, Brooke Lopez is there. And another thing I would love to see the Bucks win is like the two brothers winning it. The Adetokounmpo brothers. I said that's so
Yeah.
wrong because
Atatupo.
their other brother just won it last year.
Yeah.
So all three brothers. I mean, that would be cool. I don't know, man. I would. In my heart, I want to see the Nets win because I'm a Harden fan. Like I would love to see Harden win. I'm gonna get it. I already have my Nets jersey ready. I'm a Rockets fan, so I don't want to say I'm a fucking bandwagon, but I am a Harden fan too. So
These playoffs are just making me ready for NFL football. Honestly,
gosh, bro,
we're still so fucking far away. And that really
you know,
hurts.
I mean, we still got like 3 months, 2 months, September.
Yeah. Hey, it's my turn to pick. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this live. Let's do this. We're gonna do my draft pick in my fantasy league right now. Okay, let me read my team to you. All right, can we do this? Is this okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Hey,
Okay.
go ahead, sir.
All right.
I approve.
So this is my team right now, and keep in mind this is a 16-team league, so like shit got sparse pretty quickly. Okay, so my quarterback is Dak Prescott. I made a trade to move up to get him, and it was the whole fucking thing in my league. Everyone made fun of me, but I wanted Dak. I want to root for my fucking team and have their quarterback on my fantasy team. Is that such a big fucking
yeah? I had Drew Brees every year.
Yeah, like that. It's just more fun. Like I don't have to fucking root against my team when I'm like playing against him in fantasy. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So Dak Prescott. My running backs are Antonio Gibson and Chris Carson. So a couple of fucking injured guys. So that's a little sketchy, but they have.
I mean, Gibson. I think Gibson's gonna have a good year.
I think so too. I hope so. Justin Jefferson, Allen Robinson are my 1 and 2 receivers. I think that's pretty damn decent. Mike Gesicki is my tight end. And then my young and up and comings are Jalen Rieger. I picked Tony Pollard just in case something happens to Zeke. I got Christian Kirk because that receiving course cleared up a little bit.
There's potential there for him.
Yeah, and then John Brown is on the fucking Raiders now, which I didn't even know.
Raiders.
And I got Gerald Everett is my backup tight end.
He's gonna start though.
Yeah,
I would start him over Gesicki.
Well, so Will Dissly is still there, and apparently the Seahawks like fucking love Will Dissly for some reason, and so like apparently they're gonna split fucking snaps. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I have in my queue. Here's what I'm deciding on. So it's kind of time to like start looking at backup quarterback. The options left are Taysom Hill, Kellen Mond, Cam Newton, Davis Mills, Jimmy Garoppolo, Ben Roethlisberger. And keep in mind, it's a dynasty, so I'd like to go young if I can. But that in mind, I need to pick someone who I think is going to play during Dak's bye week. So if I go Davis Mills and Deshaun Watson comes back, I'm fucked because I
don't think Deshaun's coming back. I can't wait.
In that case, I think fucking Tyrod Taylor is the
yeah.
So if I want to make sure someone's gonna play Dax during Dax off week, Cam Newton's probably my best bet. But I would love to go Kellen Mond.
But he's never gonna play.
You don't think Kirk Cousins is gonna fuck up enough this year to not play?
Hell no, they fucking love Kirk.
Okay. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go away from quarterback for now. I'm not gonna go there yet.
I mean,
here's who are my sleeper other picks to go for. So I have Colin Johnson, Jacksonville, because I fucking love him. I have Lil Jordan Humphrey on the Saints because he's like their third or fourth receiver right now because their receiving core is so bad.
Anyways.
I I have Devontae Booker. He's Saquon's backup.
Yeah,
And
he
so
is.
I'm like, sheesh, like that's kind of enticing because who knows how long Saquon's going to be in there until he
Yeah, but
breaks
then
something.
if you look what happened with like the Giants when Saquon got hurt, they played like 40 running backs. So
It's true. So shit, man, I don't know. And then some of the guys, I mean, Josh Reynolds is there.
I
He's
take Josh. He's a Titan.
he's a Titan now.
Go Josh.
Or
Go
Sammy
Josh.
Watt or Sammy him or Sammy Watkins
That's
with the
Sammy.
Ravens.
I'm not trusting Lamar that much,
No?
but I think Josh Reynolds. I think Josh Reynolds is going to be their third receiver.
Yeah, he will. He would be a lot more enticing if Julio hadn't gone there.
No, I think that makes it more enticing
You think?
because everybody's going to be thinking about AJ Brown and Julio. I mean,
All right,
Josh,
fuck it. I'm scared. Shit.
do
Okay,
it, Reynolds.
Okay, I went with it.
And it blew my mind that the Rams didn't play him more because he made a lot of big plays for the Rams when he got the ball. He's also a San Antonio guy.
He's also a San Antonio guy, so he's naturally fun to root for.
Yeah.
All right, that was scary. Okay, I think next round I'll go for my backup quarterback. All right, that was the fantasy segment.
We'll do a lot more of those.
Yeah, we have to.
Future.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do like a little draft, like a little mock draft in the future.
Yeah, because I want to do another draft anyway coming up.
Maybe
soon.
have me, you, Steven. Does Josh watch football?
Josh does, yeah.
Okay, we get Josh. Your boy David watch football?
Yeah, he sure does. He's a fucking Panthers fan. How unfortunate is that?
Yeah, maybe not him. But we can have David. We can have a few of our flag football
That would
teammates.
be fun. Yeah, just do a whole fucking fantasy draft.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty dope. Now, since I understand, guys, that this episode is all over the place. Yeah. We've been off for 2 weeks and shit like that, but I'm just happy that we're finally talking again, even though I've seen Kyle like 100 times in the past 2 weeks. But let's talk about something else other than real sports.
Is it A Quiet Place? Wait, what do you
Oh, no, fucking Quiet Place. We'll go Quiet Place. Let's talk about the bad first, and then we'll go to the semi-good. I'm not a fan of the Quiet Place. To me, it's a waste of money. The director, what's John Krasinski?
Wait, okay. Did you like the first one?
No.
Oh, what the fuck?
I mean,
I could have known you weren't gonna like the first one.
I like the actor.
Yeah, John Krasinski.
Yeah, I like him, and he directed this movie.
Yeah.
It's just, to me, it's a fucking waste of money, and then the movie's so short. At least make it 2 hours. 2 hours.
That's horror movies, though. Horror movies are always short.
Yeah, but this ain't horror. I wasn't fucking shitting my panties or anything.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about this movie is like, okay, I have a lot of good things to say about this movie. I love the first one, but this one is definitely the first one was like very like ominous as far as the monsters. They didn't overshow them, and in this one it kind of like immediately you're seeing the monsters constantly, and so you're not really scared of them anymore because when they show up, it's like the 40th time that you've seen it. But that being said, I still loved this fucking movie, dude. So the girl, the young daughter who plays John Krasinski's deaf daughter, she's actually deaf in real life, and so
good actress.
She was impressive.
For me, the movie wasn't good, but like the actors and actresses, they played really. I think they played great.
Yeah, she was phenomenal, and there was a lot of really cool work that they did with her in the sound play. Like there would be some scenes where you didn't hear anything because it was focusing on her. Yeah. And then when someone would touch her, sound would resume and you'd switch to like their hearing. Like there was a scene in the beginning with a flashback with John Krasinski and she can't hear anything. She's running and then he comes out of nowhere, grabs her, and then the sound turns back on. So that was really cool. Dude, okay, spoilers for A Quiet Place 2. I thought that the
spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, skip 30 seconds ahead.
I thought that maybe skip 2 minutes ahead. I thought that the death of that the leader of the colony that they get to on the island, when he died, I thought that was a little unnecessary. Right?
Bullshit.
Like they kind of built up his character and he was like this awesome guy, and for no reason he just loses his mind under pressure. And like I get it, like they needed to kill someone because no one had died, and I was like, really? Like that's the cheap death you're gonna go for?
He could have been a big part of the next movie because obviously they're making like 100 more.
I don't know, man. I loved it. I really enjoyed it.
I don't know, man. It's not like for me, I need action. And next week, hold up, time the fuck out. Because I think a movie's coming out this week or next week that I am very excited for. Let me
Still a
see.
Spider-Man trailer.
Fucking Spider-Man. Fuck them.
Black
Also
Widow
tired of,
comes out in a month and a half. I'm excited for that.
yeah, there's a movie coming out like this month. Let me just make sure the date. All right, June 25th. Fast and Furious 9.
Oh yeah.
One of my
Fuck yeah.
favorite. That's next Friday.
Yeah. Yes.
So next weekend we should definitely go watch that
I'm
next Sunday.
extremely excited for that. Yeah, I will absolutely be there. I fucking love those movies so much.
Me too. I'm watching Fast Five on Peacock right now.
Fast Five is the one that just changed everything for me. Because
Yeah.
I'm not a huge car guy. I'm
Me
not huge
neither.
on racing. And so people are like, I miss the racing. I'm like, I fucking don't.
Yeah, me neither.
Give me The Rock pulling vaults with cars and shit. Like that's what I'm here for.
Like even though that like the first one stole my favorite Fast and Furious, and then
I have never seen the first one.
Oh, brother, go on Hulu. Wait, was it on? It was on HBO Max. Go on HBO Max and go ahead and watch it because it's really great.
I will.
And it sucks obviously because Paul Walker, and you're like, oh shit, he's dead. And then apparently he's coming back in the next Fast 10, or it's like,
is he really?
Apparently they're having his brothers and
His brother
CGI.
playing. That's kind of disrespectful. I'm not for that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Like I'm not a big fan of that. But I'm very excited for Fast and Furious. I cannot wait. I hope, and I'm a wrestling fan, so I'm excited to see John Cena. So
what were you gonna bring up?
what was I gonna bring up?
You said talking about real sports or something like that.
Oh yeah, flag football.
Oh, flag football.
My
Okay,
co-host
okay.
Kyle is
So-
a flag football Samaritan now.
Am I off the hook with flag football yet?
No, you're still playing. You're on the team, buddy.
Dude, y'all have so many good offensive players now.
Listen, like I get that we have like good players and stuff, but
I know too slow to be out there.
Bro, I am slow as shit.
Well, here's the thing.
Two things.
Here's the thing. So, okay, you being out there makes sense because you have like 3 or 4 speedsters, and then you have you over the middle, and so that makes sense. But when you're gonna take out another speedster and have another slow guy running over the middle,
Listen,
I don't know if it makes sense.
it doesn't matter. Like
Honestly, it's not that I'm gonna be upset about it. I'm gonna feel bad because someone who's way faster and way more skilled of a route runner is gonna be mad at me because I'm playing offense.
I hope the whole football team watches this. I don't give a fuck if you're fast. You can be fast all you fucking want, but if you don't show up consistently every single week, then like I don't give a fuck how great you are.
How many people showed up last week?
We had like I want to say 14.
That's the biggest show out so far.
Yeah, exactly. So you just don't know who's showing up. Like I would rather lose with a bunch of guys that show up every week than have a bunch of guys who think they're too good to show up to practice, too good to show up every week. And then when they do show up, they think they need the ball every single time. Excuse me. But like we have a few guys on the team that are like really talented, and I hope they stay with us. We have Ace, Spencer, Tony, our captain, who's very good flag puller.
Dude, is it Demetrius?
Demetrius, who's a new player on our team.
He's a fucking baller, bro.
He's a baller. We lost yesterday 20. We lost by 4 or 5. I can't even remember the score. And it was bullshit because we lost because the referee gave them 5 down. So the referee said 4th down. They didn't get the first. And then after that, it was incomplete, they were like, all right, it's 4th down now. And we were like, this is 5th down, bud. And they let them do it, and they ended up scoring on that drive, which ended up losing us the game. And then what's making us lose is obviously our quarterback's been out. He's in the military, so we've been playing with a new QB every single week, so that actually sucks. We brought some new guys in. I'm hoping they show up and shit like that, but of some of the new guys, some of the guys, you can already tell it's like they think they're already too good.
I know exactly. You don't even need to say names. I know exactly who you're talking about.
So I'm like no disrespect, but like it's flag football. Like I'm not gonna let you coach me. There's some guys on the team that I respect like a lot, but like a new guy coming in trying to take over and stuff like that, it's like I'm not gonna listen to you, dude. Like I don't give a shit if you think your friends or your buddy is the best.
I know exactly who you're fucking talking about.
Like I don't give a fuck, man. Thank God our normal QB's back, George. He's actually texting a bunch of shit in the fucking group chat right now, which sucks because you're not out there. You could be so good at center, you would be a perfect center. Because when you're
I don't
slow,
want to play center.
but look, this is the thing. You would get the ball a ton. All right, like you read the group chat. Did you read the group chat recently?
Yes.
So yesterday, I've never been so open in my whole entire life and not get the ball thrown to me one single fucking time.
Wait, you didn't get the ball all game?
One single fucking time.
What the fuck?
One single fucking time. And we literally yelled at the quarterback and was like, dude, I'm wide open.
Dude, all game?
Oh, like the dude didn't change his coverage the whole game on me. So this is me at the line. Usually they're like right here.
Yeah.
This dude was like this. I would have been able to catch a ball and still get first down. So we needed a first, and I told him. So we held it up. I was like, bro, throw it to me. It's a first down. He literally gets it and just chunks it in the middle. The middle wasn't open at all, and he threw 3 picks because of it.
Holy shit.
I was so pissed, man.
You're
I'm
probably
so happy
seeing red, bro.
I was, bro. I was like, to be honest, yesterday, if our regular quarterback didn't come back or something didn't change, I would have quit. Sorry, Tony, if you're listening. But I'm excited. We're getting our quarterback back. I'm gonna read you a little bit what he's saying on here, chat. Gonna get into plays. I want to get into a huddle after every play.
Yeah, they're trying to like really fucking get in huddles and shit. Like,
yeah. It's everyone except Quadley, Oklahoma, Tennessee slot, Kansas City slot.
are they fucking really drawing up plays in the group chat?
Yeah.
They're getting fucking serious.
I'll call snap count at the line, first name. If the NFL teams will be on 1, the mascot name will be on 2. We used to do that. It worked a ton. 2, that way they think I'm calling plays, but I'm really calling it snap count.
Damn, you got the whole thing on here. Oklahoma slot this wheel route. White on this 3-5 yard slant. Tennessee slot this 5-8 yard out. That's crazy. I mean, that'd be dope. That'd be cool.
The thing I'm worried about is we've done this before. We've literally done this same thing before, and it doesn't work.
Why?
Because we favor one guy.
Yeah.
Like I've been playing flag football since after high school. So that's been about 6 years. And I know that you cannot win favoring one guy. You cannot win when you have your buddies on defense who aren't great at defense. Like I'm going to be unknown. I'm not naming anybody, but there's some guys on our defense that just don't know defense. Their IQ is not defense. I don't play defense. I know IQ defense, but I know if I go on defense, I'm not going to be any help. 1, I have a bad knee. 2, I'm too slow.
And you can't play both.
I can't, and that too. If I play both sides, I'm thrown up. Like to me, Spencer has the best hands on the team. Second is Ace, and then I think I'm third. I think I have the third best hands on my team. I don't drop balls. When I get the ball, I spin. I do my little spin move. It's just, I don't know. The last few seasons have been like. So we had a QB. After the season. I led the team with touchdowns and yards and catches. Then we switched QBs, and I was like last. I don't understand why people sleep on the big boy. Like, give Gronkowski some work, dog.
It's pretty emotional, bro. People get really heated about flag football.
Oh yeah, it's like. I mean, I get heated. Like I come home and talk mad shit to Marissa. Like I'm like, she's like, I came home. She's like, why do y'all keep losing? Why do you always lose? And I'm just like,
shut the fuck up.
I'm like, I don't know. Like
what is it? Is it 1-4 now?
Yep. And if we don't make playoffs, I think we're going to lose a lot of people because it's top 10 teams make the playoffs, and there's only 13 teams.
Yeah, so you should be making the fucking playoffs.
And in my head, it's like we have everybody claims to be the biggest, and we're so good on our team, but we can't win to save our fucking lives. Our defense gets scored. We can't pull flags. Our offense isn't consistent. It's just we have great players. Like I think Ace, our quarterback George, Spencer, like they're dominant players, but we can't always rely on them to like be the only guys that think they can score. Like they can score. Like I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm fucking better than any of them because I know I'm not. But to me, it's like you got to spread the ball.
Yeah.
When the team knows we're throwing it to Spencer every single play, like, and I've told him this, like when we hang out for barbecues and stuff, I'm like, bro, you like George, you throw to Spencer every fucking play. They know you're gonna throw to Spencer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I might take a break after the season.
Just need to clear my head.
I do, bro. It's like, and to me, it's like I'm out there playing with a torn meniscus, torn PCL, and I'm like I'm busting my ass for what? I'm not going out there not to catch the fucking ball. It'd be different if we were winning and I didn't get a catch, but we're losing and I'm open.
Yeah.
Like if I wasn't open, cool. I'm not mossing a fucking DB.
I broke my fucking finger last time we scrimmaged.
Yeah, I just want to let all the listeners know that Kyle's a big old pussy.
This
He
shit.
can't play with.
This shit. I need surgery, bro. Like, what do you fucking tell you? I'm
No,
not
I'm
like
just kidding.
I'm gonna go out there and fucking break it again. Some dude threw it at me too goddamn hard from like 10 yards away. I broke my fucking finger. Look at this
Yes.
shit. I can't bend it. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's what it looks like now. Let's come throwing up gang signs and shit. Someone's gonna screenshot this and send it to the fucking Crips. Well, is that it for this episode? Are you done with your? Are you finished with your little rant?
Am I doing my fantasy football rant? I ain't doing my fucking fantasy football rant.
He said,
I-
Randy just
I'm
sent
the-
a message to the group chat. We cannot lose a single game, fellas, rest of the way.
We can't. If we lose, we're out. I think we're out.
How many more games is there?
There's 10 games.
Oh shit.
played
So we're
one,
halfway
two.
through.
Yeah, I think we have like 5 more left. Plus playoffs if we make it. If we don't make playoffs, bro, I
And
think
let's note that the one win that we do have is
Was a
because
forfeit.
the other team didn't fucking show up.
yeah, that's the only reason we have the W.
Holy shit.
And if they would have came, that team would have came. We would have lost that one because it's like the best team in the division. So we would be 0-5. Just to let you all know.
Holy shit. Well, it's been a fun episode, dude.
Yeah, it has. It
Good to
has.
be back.
Sorry that if y'all think this is all over the place, we just don't give a fuck what you
Yeah.
think.
This is
Actually, we
fun.
do. We do
It was
give a
just
fuck.
fun.
Give
No,
us
we do
5
care.
stars.
Please listen. All right. Well, I think we're gonna sign off. You wanna play some Madden or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a dookie and shit, and then we can hop on a little bit of Madon.
Have we been on since we got tattoos? I think we have, right?
Yeah, we got on that night.
Oh, okay. Fuck it. All right, never mind. Well, fuck
You
you guys then.
didn't- You didn't show yours. I showed mine.
Okay.
You know.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. This is a really fun one.
Leave us
We'll
5
be back.
stars.
We'll be back next week. I guess we're talking about the conference finals. Hopefully. Yeah, leave us 5 stars, please, for never being here. The reviews help out a ton, guys. It gets us onto the podcast algorithm and all that good stuff. So leave a review, leave us any feedback, send us in any questions, and we will see you guys next week. Peace.